In this video, I'm going to talk about wholesale and retail prices. Now, the reason why I'm talking about this is because I'm going to tell you another thing in another video called weighted average. And to understand weighted average, you need to hear this video first. Okay? So don't be going flying over there saying, hey, I'm going to watch the weighted average video, because if you do, you'll never understand it until you watch this one first. Okay? What is a wholesale price? Well, let's say you're a retailer and you're going to sell a whole bunch of merchandise out of your store. Are you going to sell it for the same price you pay for it? No. And if you don't believe me, check the oil companies. I guarantee you that the gasoline stations that supply your gasoline did not pay the same price for that gasoline as what you were charged when you put the gasoline into your car. And if you don't believe me, you can do some research on this. Trust me, it's true. Okay? Because remember, you have to keep in mind that there is a cost for the building that they have so that you can actually drive up and pump the gasoline in your car. There is a cost for the electricity that has to run, because most of those pumps are automated now. How else would they know how much gasoline you bought if they didn't have an electrical pump? And remember, they had to pay for those pumps too. So you're using their pumps to get that gasoline from their underground tanks into your car. They had to pay for those underground tanks too. They had to store the gasoline until you got over there. Well, that costs them. And there's air conditioning in their building, and they have to pay for that. And there's lighting in their building. They had to pay for that. And they have these little store shelves that they have to pay for, because they have these little store shelves where all the candy are. And how about the coolers in the back where you got all the milk and the soda pop? Somebody has to pay for that, and they're not going to pay for it. You are. You, the consumer, pay for that a little at a time. Okay, so that's why the price that they pay for the gasoline when it's brought to them is not the same price that you pay when you put it into your car. Okay, so the price they pay for the gasoline, these gas stations, whatever they pay for the gasoline, is called the wholesale price. Then what you pay at the gas pump is the retail price. And this happens in department stores. Let me tell you something. They have to pay, these department stores have to pay these fashion designers who create your clothes, and they have to pay the factories who manufacture your clothes, and they of course have to pay for the materials that made up your clothes. And so they get a wholesale price and you get a retail price. And if you don't believe me, work in retail for about 5 years and you'll see for yourself. So if you're a business and you are trying to get merchandise to sell in your stores, you're going to pay a wholesale price. And then you're going to turn around and mark up the price a little bit to account for all the expenses you're going to have to incur, because you're waiting for the customer to come in and buy that merchandise, and that becomes your retail price. Alright, I'm going to talk about weighted averages in my next video, so watch it right after this. Stay tuned.